Well, as NYC reels after the tragic shooting, questions about security are being raised, like what could have been done differently to prevent it. And joining us now to talk more about this is Gene Petrino. He's a retired SWAT commander with over 30 years experience in law enforcement, private security. Gene, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. I want to start with the basics. When you first heard about this shooting, what stood out to you as just like a major red flag?
Well, I think the ease of the shooter walking into the building, and not being confronted at all was a little shocking to me. Usually there's a little bit more resistance put up, and I think they just were caught off guard.
And how about security? I mean, what did you think about that? How was a suspect? I mean, for me, as the story was developing, just me as somebody, as an outsider, I was thinking, how was the suspect able to get into like an elevator? This was an evening in July. Imagine in October, let's say, at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear security failed, but we need to go deeper. It's not always just about someone not reacting, right? It has to do with the way the building is designed. It's staffed and the employees are trained. And it seems like there were some protocols that really should have been put in place where perhaps the access to the elevators weren't as easy to get to, and things like that. So yeah, it was a little bit too easy. It seemed like there were a lot of failures that happened.
In a city like NYC, you think, security should be top tier, especially right now?
Absolutely. I mean, the environment that we're in these days, it's just better to be safe, and it's something that every building and every company can really take and achieve the goals of creating a safer environment. It just takes some planning and some advice from people who are in the business.
Yeah, I think that leads me to my next question. Do you think private security in public places like hotels, malls, even office buildings should be looked at now? Are they even adequately prepared?
Well, it all comes down to the employer. So if they don't want to spend money on getting quality, security, they're going to get people that just aren't really paying attention. They're just there to collect a paycheck and be a presence. And sometimes that is effective. Sometimes just the fact that there's someone that is a security guard is enough to dissuade a criminal. But for the person who's motivated to get into somewhere, they're not going to be effective. And that's when you really have to start questioning, do you have adequate security guards and security programs in place?
Well, somebody like yourself who has so much experience in law enforcement, where does this investigation go next? Because people have many questions, especially, like I said, the elevator situation.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to look for where were the vulnerabilities that were exploited and how can they be prevented for next time. As far as the investigation goes, motive is a huge aspect of it. All shooters that do these attacks go through the same pathway of violence. They have a grievance of some sort that starts to boil over and goes into violent ideation, and then eventually goes to an attack if it's not intervened in time. And that seems to be what happened here.
Yeah, and it's a good time to, like you said, this raises, security questions, and businesses should be looking at their security. Gene, good to see you. Thank you so much for your analysis.
Thank you so much.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.